Percio is she's making the move out now, okay, by the left crazies. She's making the move out now, Nikki Haley. So she's getting ready for 2020. She's telling people it's 2024. She's getting ready for 2020 because Donald Trump is going to be taken down by the Democrats if they win the House back. And he won't even run in 2020, and she's going to run. No, that's Google Nikki Haley running in 2020 because Donald Trump will not run. Watch and see. I'm telling you right now, if people do not realize what's about to happen in this country, if Nancy Pelosi gets the gavel again, that it's going to be, you watched Brett Kavanaugh and you watched the impeachment hearing, you watch what it's going to look like and act like. Now, the good news is the good side of Kavanaugh, what Kavanaugh went through, sadly for his family, and I want to say to you, Justice Kavanaugh, in a strange way, thank you for sacrificing you and your family for the good of this country, because the strange thing is there's articles out now of people that did not support Donald Trump, didn't even vote for Donald Trump, but they've noticed that the Democrats went totally bonkers, and they're like, I really can't go over there. So I think the Democrats have really hurt themselves and exposed, like I said on this show last week, maybe in the last 2 weeks several times, Democrats exposed themselves in a way, not the same way like Anthony Weiner, Carlos Danger would expose himself, not the same way exactly that, the guy in the, the long coat feeding the ducks would expose themselves. But the Democrats exposed themselves, some more than others, to exactly how, there's people wanting to know, all right, let's just have some fun, right? There's people wanting to know how some of these Democrats got out of the crazy house. You know what I mean? Do you remember One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest? Okay? They all went out on a day trip. Whew. That's what happened to this country. Somebody let them out, and they're all out on a day trip right now. And they happen to be, some of them are senators. So anyhow, Nikki Haley. Well, what about 2024? Mike Pence not going to run? Something she knows there? Now, here is the theory that gets thrown around, that's been thrown around, and Axios actually calls it absurd. But I just want to put it out because I got a phone call yesterday afternoon. I just got the alert. Nikki Haley fired, okay? Or Haley, not fired. Back up. People are going to take that. Haley resigns. Well, first it shocked me because one of our reporters is named Haley, and I thought, what the hell? Haley's doing a great job. So then I open it up, and it's Nikki Haley. Nikki Haley resigns. So I don't have time to read it. I don't have time to listen to it. I've got a lot going on. And I get a phone call from, none other than the Cub fan. And the Cub fan, which right now I'll just, I'd say, I understand. All right, say what you want. Yankees got their ass beat by the Boston Red Sox. It's, anybody but the Red Sox. Why? It just angers me so much. Anybody at the Red Sox. Josh is wearing his Astros hat today. I got to be on board with the Astros because I'm not a National League. You know me out there. I'm not a National League fan. So I'm not on the Brewers, Dodgers bandwagon. I'm an American League fan, obviously, and the Astros, which they moved over into the American League, which I really don't call it. So once again, 2 damn years in a row, it's going to be, there's 3 National League teams in it, and then the Boston Red Sox. Anyhow, I'm going with the Astros. Anyhow, what the hell was I talking about? So I get the message, Haley resigned. So, the Cub fan calls me. So the Cub fan calls me, and he says, hey, how about this? And I'm busy. But I'm always going to take the Cub fans' call, right? So I'm busy. He says, what about this? So I'm in the middle of 5 things. I said, okay, give me this, all right? What if Jeff Sessions gets fired, Lindsey Graham, which they're all talking about, Lindsey Graham has been auditioning for Attorney General. What if Nikki Haley becomes the next senator from South Carolina? She gets appointed. Lindsey Graham goes, Beauregard gets fired, and Lindsey Graham goes to Attorney General. And I said, you know, I have to say that is a possibility out there. So what if Beauregard does? What if he leaves? What if this past week, Monday? Now find it interesting. Let's just have some fun with it. Rod Rosenstein is on the plane with the President of the United States Monday. He is the deputy director of your Department of Justice, right? He's the number 2 in charge, right? Running the Mueller investigation. What if he's riding down there and he gets told, or I don't know, he gets told like there's somebody getting ready to go into DOJ that does not have to recuse themselves. No reason whatsoever that this person have to recuse themselves, because this person actually hated my ass during the campaign. He never said a good thing about me till 3 months ago or 6 months ago. So I'm not worried about him having to recuse himself. So I might have somebody coming into the Department of Justice that just might fire your ass. What if? What if Lindsey Graham is going for Attorney General? I mean, this is what they do on the other shows. They're out there talking this morning. They're actually talking that Nikki Haley is done in 2018 so she can prepare for 2020 because Trump won't make it. You never make it 4 years, okay? So what if Rosenstein on the plane Monday for 45 minutes said somebody's coming into the Department of Justice, maybe he has to be in the loop, okay? What if Graham went to Attorney General? Beauregard goes home to run against Doug Jones. He takes a couple years off and gets his campaign cash built up. And what if he runs against Doug Jones to get rid of the Democrat in Alabama? And what if Nikki Haley becomes senator, which would give her enough time to build up cash, okay, and get her in the political circle she needs to be in to run for president? You see, if Nikki Haley has a governor, foreign policy experience with 2 years, and then a senator, pretty good candidate for president. But what if Beauregard is going home, Jeff Sessions, going to run against Doug Jones, get his old seat back, all right? And what if Nikki Haley goes to be the senator from South Carolina? And what if Lindsey Graham goes to the Attorney General? What if? Because I tell you, as absurd as that is being called absurd. So the Cub fan tells me this yesterday, and I said, you know what? I have to stop and just say, that to me, that's pretty good, all right? I liked it. Let's see what happens. That's what we do here. We have a little fun. But Nikki Haley is leaving in 2018. Right now, I'm just going to, like the president, accept her resignation. See that she's put 2 years in the United Nations. She's kicked them in the teeth. She's done everything the President of the United States has asked her to do there. She has stood up to them all around the world. And if she goes home now, all right, to get ready for 2024 and run against Pence, okay, but don't get shocked if something else happens. Give me number 14 before we go to break. CBS YouGov poll, Tennessee, okay? This is a new one out. Marsha Blackburn, 50. Phil Bredesen, 42. This is very bad news for Democrats. They are not going to tell you it's as bad as it looks, but this is a poll that flipped. And the reason I'm bringing this one up, this is a poll that flipped, where Bredesen was up 2, not even a week ago, I think. He was up 2. Now, Marsha has flipped that to Blackburn, the Republican candidate, to take little Bobby Corker's place. And she's up to 50-42. All right. The move there has Democrats scared, and let me tell you why. So sorry for drinking water. It's just been right here on the set. Sorry about that. Please accept my apology. Bredesen is the former mayor of Nashville. Nashville, former mayor. Very liberal Nashville, home of Taylor Swift. Okay? Plus, I don't care what Taylor Swift is doing. I don't care if she's up already this morning, jazzercising and shaking it off. I don't care. Okay? But Phil Bredesen is the former mayor of Nashville, very liberal city. Then, this guy is the former governor. This means the state of Tennessee said that they wanted him for governor. This is the true big hope that Democrats had here as an indicator of a state, a red state, that would flip, giving Democrats hope everywhere in places like Missouri, where Claire McCaskill, if this Democrat could flip Tennessee. This is the state. This is post-Kavanaugh. The post-Kavanaugh polling coming in, they do not want you to see, folks. They do not want you to see the post-Kavanaugh confirmation polling that they have. Cedar Bluff, is it Cedar Bluff, Iowa out there? The place was packed, absolutely packed. And when President Trump brings up Kavanaugh, the place explodes, absolutely explodes. And then they go into chants of lock her up and it being Dianne Feinstein. Let's see tonight how that Kavanaugh, Dianne Feinstein plays in Erie, Pennsylvania. And we'll talk about that one tomorrow. Give me, here's another one, okay, for good reason. Give me number 15, and then we'll take our break for the top of the hour here. Number 15. Number 15, the NBC Marist poll, okay? And I don't put a lot into the polls, okay? And I'll explain this, and then I'm going to flip back. But Representative Jackie Rosen, sorry about that, and Senator Dean Heller, Republican. Heller is up 46-44. Now, that was swapped not even a week ago. It's not a week ago. I think Heller was down by 4. Okay? So who may win and grow the Senate? Not Brett Kavanaugh, the President of the United States. I guess that's why we need Nikki Haley. Is that why the party needs you now? Because Donald Trump had the nerve to stay with Brett Kavanaugh. He was not moving off that hill. He had taken that hill and he wasn't getting knocked off it. Don McGahn staying. Kelly staying. And Brett Kavanaugh staying on that hill. But the leadership of the President of the United States is why Dean Heller is now up to. It's why Blackburn is up 8. They don't want to talk about it. They do not say blue wave as they were saying blue wave just 2 weeks ago. Now they got a blue wave of cash. That's another thing. Now they got the cash. So here's what I want to say. Look at Heller 644. And then let's go back to Marsha Blackburn 50-42. All right. Folks, they're angry. Their hatred. Let me say this, the gift that keeps on giving. Let's go to number 21. October 9th, 2018 in Oxford, England, yesterday. I never sent you a 21. Okay. Well, it would be Hillary Clinton. Let's just put it like that. Hillary Clinton is who it is. And she said there's not going to, be any civility. You can't be civil with Republicans. Before I leave for this break, Republican polling that shows a Republican up right now is awesome news, because you would not believe the amount of people that will not talk to pollsters, not trusting their information, where it's going and who has it. Because look, Republicans get attacked. Republicans, let's remember this. Republicans is the party that will allow Democrats to eat in a restaurant wearing a Hillary Clinton shirt in peace. We'll let you eat. We'll let you wear your Hillary shirt in, and you can eat in peace. We won't like it, but we won't fight you for it. Republicans are the ones that can't wait to wear their MAGA hat and go in a restaurant and sit down without having to worry about the owner of the restaurant asking them to get up and leave. So they're not answering these polls, and any poll that has a Republican within 2 or up to is a big thing for me. We're going to take a break. It's here at top of the hour. We're going to come right back. We're going to go into Georgia, a little further into Georgia as soon as we return.